It's so funny to think about all the things that you used to have to do that you don't really have to do anymore because of technology. And I was just looking at my phone, and I'm like, I don't own a camera anymore. I used to own a camera. We used to have like 3 different cameras. Remember buying cameras and then carrying cameras and then having to have cameras with you?
I saw somebody the other day use, now they look like they may have been from a different country and they were here on vacation. They were taking pictures and they used the disposable camera.
Oh my God, that's still around?
I was like, whoa.
Where do you get that developed?
Maybe in their home country. I have no idea. Like,
oh, you probably go to like Walmart or something.
If I had to guess, I would say this person was a Spaniard. Like they just carried themselves like a Spaniard, talked like a Spaniard.
But they weren't using the phone to take pictures. They were
they used a do the wind thing with the disposable camera to wind the film and take another picture. And I was like, whoa, that's crazy.
Record videos. Like you have kids. I'm sure wife, I know I see her take pictures and do videos all the time. But my parents had a video camera, the VHS camera.
Oh, yeah.
We had one of those. Don't need that anymore with the phone. Let alone your calendar, your email. Used to have a computer for. The internet used to have a computer for. Everything is on your phone. It's just crazy. I was thinking about this the other day. I was talking to my wife. I'm like, literally, this thing has replaced just about everything.
Yeah.
That's why apps on here. Yeah. I mean, it's replaced the computer. It's replaced the camera. It's replaced the video.
And if you look at it from that standpoint, then people like you, being Apple users, you can justify the $1,300 every 3 years for the purchase.
Hey, I hate to tell you. Actually, I love to tell you that I'm still on the 6S. Mm-hmm. It still works.
But it's going to get traded soon. And then that price tag's going to be sticker shock.
You know, if everything will transfer from this to that, and it's just a smooth transition, which I think they figured out, then I'm in. They got my money. I haven't done it yet, though.
It totally is.
Look at maps. You used to carry Thomas Guides. You were Mr. Thomas Guides. That should have been your name. Jeff Thomas Guides.
Oh, yeah. I used to love Atlas.
And you don't need that anymore because you got the apps, either Google or whatever you use.
Last year when we did the big move, the Atlas got the cut out of the van. And it's kind of, I think I'm going to buy another one because like you could buy them for like $3 at Walmart or something. Because my daughter is now starting to show interest in a map. And she shows interest on maps on the phone. And it's not the same on the phone as it is on, like we were talking about books, like who reads books anymore, and my kids read books. Like she wants to be able to see it and look at it on a map and see where we're going and all that stuff. And that's got to be something that's on a piece of paper for her, at least for her. My son will probably be all about maps on the phone. It's
wild. I mean, all the different things the phone has replaced, like Walkman, CD, Discman, you got your phone, you got your music. My grandma, I would have never known this unless I had an 86-year-old grandma. And my grandma uses it to read. Have you ever used this feature? You can use your camera as a magnifying glass, and you can skim it over books. Mm-hmm. We were talking about nobody reads books anymore. Well, my 86-year-old grandma does. And it was her birthday over the weekend, and I was talking to her, and I'm just sitting here reading my book with my phone. I'm like, what are you talking about? She goes, well, it's. And I remember my great grandma Mabel when I was a kid. She had a couple of these different magnifying glasses, and they had lights in them. Did your grandparents have this?
They did, yes.
And they would hold it over the book so they could read because they were so blind.
They would slide it down the book as they were going, and then you change it and put it on another page and then slide it down the book as they were going. I remember that. And
Cookbooks.
I remember thinking at the time, I was like, I'll probably stop reading when that happens, and I'll probably just watch TV. You know?
Well, she gets bored. She's retired. She watches TV all day. She loves Judge Judy. We talk a lot at Judge Judy. But, she's got to read, I guess. She's got all these books because she's been around forever.
When you said, I don't know why, but when you said we talk a lot of Judge Judy, you sounded like the president. Judge Judy, oh yeah, she's great. We talk a lot of Judge Judy.
Well, that's what I talked to my grandma. That's what we have in common, my 86-year-old grandma and I. 805-543-3693. What are you using your phone for that most people don't use their phone for? Or what is your phone replaced that you don't have in your house anymore? We just gave you a list of things. I'm sure there's other things as well.
Flashlight? Never carry a flashlight. Don't even care where my flashlights are stored in my house anymore because I always know where my phone is.
That's true.
I don't ever know where the flashlights are, but then I'm like,
you know what?
As long as my phone's charged, I have a flashlight. Why the hell would I care where my flashlights are charged?
Was it 2 weeks ago we had the big storm come through? Yeah. I got the generator out. I got it ready. I got the cords ran.
You didn't get the flashlights ready, did you?
And then I got no, I did. I sat there and I'm putting new batteries in the flashlights.
Why?
I'm lighting the candles. And I'm thinking, why am I doing this? Because I have a phone and a flashlight right here.
I know whereabouts the flashlights are, and I will use my phone to navigate me to that area, and I'll find the flashlights when I need to.
The most important thing I needed to do was charge the battery pack, that if the power did go out, that I could plug into my phone to charge my battery so I had more flashlights.
Right now, survivalists are shaking their heads.
Subscribe to the Jeff and Jeremy podcast now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google, and YouTube. It's your Central Coast commute-friendly podcast.